The men in the camp say you've never won a fair fight.
What's the point of a fair fight? You stick by the rules, you get beaten, or dead, or you become a white robe.
I'm sure lots of people would prefer you dead than in a white robe.
You know what I think? I think sarcasm is gonna get you killed.
Hey, I took the liberty of lifting that piece of the sword blade from you.
You thieving bastard. Rob a man when he's down, would you?
You'd have done the same to me, Brogar. Brogar, I challenge you to fight me in the arena.
You ain't worth the walk.
Too risky. Too risky. By the way, shouldn't you get someone else to cut the wood?
I'd love to, believe me. But Brogar would nail me to a tree if I left this wood unsawn.
And you're his personal woodcutter.
For my sins.
Why does he want you to do it?
I tangled with him, and now I have to pay. We live by Brogar's laws out here.
Brogar's laws, not the Don's.
The Don wants me to hunt, Brogar wants his fire stoked. You judge who's really in charge.
Why don't you stand up to Brogar?
Him and all his fighters, you mean?
How can I become one of the Don's men?
The Don's a powerful man. Well, he was. His wife Rachel's been trying to run the camp. She's the one you need to impress if you want to meet the Don.
Rachel. Right.
Before you charge up to her, you need to be aware of...
Brogar?
You're learning.
The temple guard wouldn't let me in.
Do you think he'd invite you in for a beer? He's a guard, remember? You'll have to have something for the Don. A gift, information, something valuable.
What sort of gifts?
Oscar the Smith will tell you. Oscar's good with gold.
Brogar is a big fish in a small pond.
And those are giant words. So big, I don't think you know what you're saying.
I know some people wouldn't have a problem if he disappeared.
I won't be responsible for what Brogar would do to you.
Let me worry about that.
You should worry. But you're serious, aren't you?
I need some better armor.
You won't find it out here.
Well, what about your armor?
Armor for the hunters, but you won't get close to...
Right, so... I could help you.
Helpful sort, aren't you? You better not have landed me in it with Brogar. Rachel needs this meat, so she'll be happy.
What would I have to do to deal with him?
If you work for him, but you do know...
About Brogar. Brogar's fighters are staging fights in the arena.
You'd have to ask Rachel. You could use it to stop Brogar. That would embarrass him in front of everyone.
That's an understatement.
Well, you started on this path. Every man chooses his destination.
Whatever happens, I'll need to train.
A man needs skills, and with the path you've chosen...
There is no way I can beat Brogar with this useless equipment.
If you're after a better blade, Oscar the Smith will sell you one. If that fails, you'll need to... Try talking to Robart. He knows about magic, and as he's outside the camp...
Word has it that Brogar wants to replace the Don.
That much is obvious. There isn't a man in the place who hasn't worked that out. But it's not something anyone says out loud.
So...
Normally, yeah. So, right now, my hunter...
About... I met a hunter called Yan. You haven't mentioned him.
He got himself posted as a guard on the road to Harbour Town. We never see him back here these days. That's another hunter less feeding the camp.
What can you tell me about your hunters?
Well, there's Lewis. I expect he's under a rock in the swamp. Doug should also be in the swamp. He should be hunting. I haven't seen him for days either. And of course you know what delightful tasks I have to do.
Both your hunters are back out doing their job.
Are they? You work fast.
Your team's not the best I've seen.
You take what you find. As for your training, maybe I can help.
About you... Doug has been successful. He's given me some meat for the camp.
We needed that. You better take it to Rachel if you...
Lewis isn't going to stop drinking anytime soon.
I know. But when he's sober, or even when he's half cut, he's a damn good hunter.
By the way, Brogar is forcing Sam to work for him instead of hunting. He's sawing wood for Brogar's fire. That's why you've not been getting the meat you need.
Damn Brogar. I thought he was trying to undermine Esteban. He'd been nothing without the Don, and now
What do you want to do about it?
Me? You do what you can. There'll be a full-on rebellion if stomachs go empty.
By the way, too risky. risky. Lewis, he drinks a bit, doesn't he?
Often, yes. Don't ask me how, but it would.
If you say so. Let's trade. Too risky. Too risky.
What?
You'd be a good opponent. Why don't you fight me in the arena?
Think about it.
I'm ready to fight you now.
Hold your horses, stallion. Make it worth me while. I don't do anything for nothing.
I want to make a bet. I'm ready to face you in the arena.
There's gold on the table. How can I refuse? Let me know when you want this to start.
I want to fight you. Right now.
Well, that sounds serious. Meet me in the arena. The arena is the only place we'll fight. Got that? And if you leave the arena during the fight, you lose. May the worthiest fighter win.
Now you die. Ah! 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 Ah!
You think it'll be one-sided? Let's find out. Nobody will face me in the arena.
That's one of the biggest compliments they can pay you.
Yes, but I haven't faced Brogar.
Ah, that's a different world altogether. Brogar won't fight just for the hell of it. His position in camp is built on his brawn and his ruthlessness. He can't afford for anyone to beat him in combat. It'd weaken his power.
I know what I'm doing.
You'd better.
fought and defeated all your fighters. Will you face me now, or are you a coward?
Show a little respect, little fish. I'll fight you. Maybe that way I can teach you some respect. Hope you're ready for this. Hope you're ready for this. You ain't worth it. Not bad. I'm impressed. Stay in my good books and I can make something of a scrapper like you.
I think I can make something of myself.
You get too cocky with people, it'll be a grave you're making for yourself.
Feeling a bit more humble now, Brogar.
Okay, I'll quieten things down. But I'd think before you rat on me. The rats in this swamp get their necks wrung.
The threats don't work so well when you're looking so bruised.
Listen, you want to fight. Doesn't make you invincible.
Let Sam go hunting.
Okay. Aren't you the soft-hearted?
You can stop worrying about Brogar. I've dealt with him.
You're quite something. With him gone, I just hope that Don will find his old self again. But that's me talking about us, and I get the sense you've already outgrown us. You've got a spirit of adventure. This swamp isn't going to be good enough for you. Well, guess I better get back to my own work, eh? Good luck with wherever you go.
I want to make a bet. So, anyone else for me to fight?
Nah, no one springs to mind. Surely you've got other things to get on with. People like you usually have.
About your camp. You don't have to worry about your food supplies anymore. Sam is back out hunting.
So I heard. You've got a knack for this. Here, take this gold. Don't spend it too quickly.
I've got everyone back to work on the tasks you'd given them.
Well, you're not like everyone else around here, are you? I'm impressed.
There has to be more that needs doing.
Single-minded, aren't you? No, but here's something as a thanks. Hopefully this camp will run a little smoother from now on.
So have I done enough to get to see the Don?
And how do I explain letting you in without him finding out how bad things have got here? Look, if you really want to see him, between you and me, go and see our smith, Oscar.
By the way, you were right. Brogar folded.
Thank you. That will help calm things for now. Don't. I I know poisons that will work slowly to turn a person inside out over several weeks. Here, don't let Esteban know about this.
I'm not interested in...
Now that's out of the way, I'd better get back to work.
I need a place to sleep.
I don't think anyone's going to dispute your right to it.
Well, I arrived here with just a mouthful of sand. Looks like you're moving on, Brogar. Don's given me your hut.
You better watch your step, little fish, because as soon as you stumble, my blade will be waiting.
Yeah, yeah.
You won't see me coming, little fish.
I want to be a better thief. What else can you teach me about pickpocketing?
Swift and gentle, and you're more likely to make a hash of it. Then, when it comes to it, you can picture what you need to do. I've got worries enough of my own.
I heard there was a spy around here.
A spy? A spy for who? It's the last thing we need. People all start suspecting each other, blaming each other. Right, something else that's gone.
Well, keep your eyes open.
What are you sneaking around for?
Hey, who do those beers belong to?
What beers? Oh. The mine. Hey, I can't see them. Where are they?
Your work here's not too bad, but I've seen better.
You've seen better. And you're an expert, are you? You wouldn't know decent metalwork if someone shoved it up your arse and wiggled it around. You want to look again and reassess your thoughts? Or you want me to show you some really close up?
I now have all the pieces of the sword blade.
I was right. It is a beautiful piece of work. Good job it has me to return some life to it, eh? And you still standing there staring at me? Supposes I owe you some sort of reward? Come back when I've finished the sword. I'll show you what a true craftsman can make. places comes the Phoenix, eh? Fucking beautiful, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Isn't it? Give it back to me now. You don't want to scratch that.
Sorry. I think I'll keep this.
Ah, right. Give it back. I said, give me the sword. You fucker. You planned this. You just wanted the sword to get to the Don. You're gonna regret crossing me. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
I heard the Don was interested in a sword. A golden sword. Well, I've got it.
Are you serious? So you actually found all the pieces? That's amazing. You can't even tell it was broken. Oscar certainly knows his methods.
Surely this is enough to get me an audience with the Don.
Are you kidding? He'll probably divorce me and marry you.
I'm guessing that means I can go in.
Stop where you are. You ain't going another step closer to the Don.
Guarding. Guess that's a really important job.
Most important in the camp. I make sure people don't just stroll in to see the Don. He's very against strolling in. And I'm not pissing Rachel off or I won't get any grub. So, move along.
Rachel says I can talk to the Don.
Really? And I'm just supposed to believe you, eh?
Shall I bring her here? I'm sure she'd be delighted to know her orders aren't being followed.
Yeah, all right. I get the picture.
Is it your habit to walk into places unannounced? Who are you?
A castaway. I've come to offer you my services.
A castaway? I need true men. Lucky men. You saw your ship wrecked beneath you. Do you see that as luck?
When all but one other died and I lived, I call that luck.
Well, I suppose we're all castaways on this island. Castaway by life, now castaway by those stones. I'll give you a chance, castaway. Prove your luck to me.
Scordo sent me.
And what is Scordo to me?
He's your man in the town.
If Scordo did work for me, he would have sent you with something to show you a
If I wasn't telling the truth.
And if that was the truth, then you should have no trouble showing me something to prove it. Pride gets eaten alive in this damn swamp. Poisoned by idleness. Sometimes I think Fincher is the only man-jack of them left with any self-worth. And Fincher told me that you have pride. But do you have substance? I am in need of pride. So I shall give you a chance to prove yourself, castaway.
I have brought you the sword you were searching for.
Ah, that is Oscar's work. I can see that right away. We both sought this sword since we heard of it. Now here it is in my hands. Here, you deserve a little gold for bringing this to me.
If I'm to serve, I'll need better armor.
Favors are earned. Prove your value and favor will follow.
About your pile of gold.
You will be paid your due. Or was there more to that question than greed?
Nothing. It was just a question. I'd like to know more about what's happening here. Why are you and your men in this swamp?
The Inquisitor has his claws stuck deep into the flesh of this island, a firm grip on the harbor town and the monastery? Well, that's what he thinks. And that's what others see. The Inquisition's numbers growing, men dragged into his service. What I see is a man making enemies, a man wasting his strength against the creatures in the ruins. So we wait here, the spider in the corner of the web, and we bide our time.
What was it like before the Inquisitor was here?
Corrupt as any land ruled from the mainland. Governor after governor bleeding the people, courting favor. When their men, the garrison, were withdrawn to the mainland, we were ready. I took control. In the name of the people. The brothels were clean, the prices fair. Men had dignity, pride, and the earth shook. Temple ruins rose, and the Inquisition and all their ways came after them. Why here? Of all the places they could have gone, why did they come here? The Inquisitor is hiding something from us, but I shall find a secret. And in the meantime, I shall strip as much as I can from those ruins. With gold. With gold, you can fight power.
What is the Inquisitor looking for in the temple ruins?
White robes take everything they discover to the monastery. And there the mages are working to unlock some secret. This much I do know. So far, they've avoided this temple. But for how much longer?
Do the White Robes attack you and your men?
Right now, they are avoiding open war. But if they don't find what they're searching for elsewhere, I'm sure we can expect their eyes to turn to us.
Scordo has Harbor Town ready for revolt. He's just waiting for a sign from you.
Ah, I knew it. That is good. That is very good. Did Scordo say anything else? Give you anything else?
Yes. Scordo gave me this package for you.
Ah, you see? Even an old bear in a cave can grow fat. Scordo must trust you, and you delivered it. You have proven yourself. Proven it was right to trust you. As of today, you are one of us, and can call yourself a hunter. You have earned our respect. You have earned your pride.
I only hope to prove myself further. If I'm to serve, I'll need better armor.
If that is all, that I can provide. Pay your share of gold to our war chest, and I shall arrange your armor. You...
What can I do for you? Perhaps some healing? Word has it you have chosen the path of the hunter. Well, I wish you all the best on the difficult path that lies before you.
What can you offer for healing?
Ah, I'm well versed in the art.
Do you have things to sell?
I'd return to the mainland. If there was anything that's still there.
Could it be dangerous to us?
The prices are ridiculous now.
Gold and water. The secret treasures of the desert.
How are we going to eat? All the farmers are in the town, no hunters are going out. It's all crazy.
I got fed up with waiting for him.
Do not touch what is not yours.
Get out! Get out!
That wasn't it. Damn. Yes. That didn't do it. Better start again. Damn. It worked. This lock is too difficult.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Town will be safe for a while, they say. They say.
I'd return to the mainland. Who knows if anything is still there.
Do you have things to sell?
Get out!
Do you have things to sell?
What do you want? What do you want?
This lock is too difficult.
Things will never change.
If I'm to serve, I need armor fit for a hunter.
We look after our own. Take it.
I take it, but is it freely offered?
A hunter's best defense is to know his prey. Plan well, and you will never need to test your armor's strength. Never forget that.
Don Esteban, do you have any tasks for me?
Well, if it isn't our castaway. At least one man here is scrupulous about his tasks. Many of my men are too busy worrying about the Inquisitor and lining their own pockets.
Maybe we need to give them something else to think about.
They are my sword. If my sword is dull and the Inquisitor attacks...
He hasn't attacked so far.
Which doesn't mean he won't. Fear has haunted us for months. Man's spirit won't remain true for long in that climate.
What could the Inquisitor be planning?
That is a good question.
Why me? How am I supposed to discover what he's planning?
As my envoy, I want you to go and negotiate with him.
The Don wants this, the Inquisitor wants that. What about what we want?
Well, I would.
The last ship landed here months ago.
What should I tell the Inquisitor?
That I have something he wants, and that he has something I want. Use that to draw him into conversation. But do not just seek information. We need a truce with him, until our strength grows or his shrinks. So tell him I will give him what he wants.
How do I get past the Inquisition to speak to him?
Simply tell them that I sent you to negotiate with the Inquisitor. If they aren't afraid of me, they are of him.
What does the Inquisitor want?
That's what I want you to find out. Apparently, he doesn't want gold, so persuade him to say what peace is worth to him. Maybe that way we will find out what it is he seeks, and what it is that he is planning.
I'll open negotiations for you.
Be careful what you say.
By the way, don't worry. I didn't tell your husband about the business with Brogar.
Thank you. Like I said, he'd only blame me. Take this. It's all I can spare, but loyalty should be rewarded. I wish it could be bought.
You become a hunter. Keep going like that.
Hey, you there.
What do you want?
Oscar says hello. He paid me to knock you around a little. A lot, in fact.
Right.
So, either you give me more than Oscar did, or I tie your testicles round your neck.
Screw you.
You just screwed yourself. Time for a little lesson.
Let's see some blood. Go on. Get him. Come on. Go on.
He won't be getting up anytime soon.
You want to make yourself look suspicious? Oh, that does not feel good.
You're not all there, are you? You're going to be catching my dinner now, are you, Hunter? I like my meals like I like my women, with chips.
Good to hear you're one of us now.
Let's trade. What's the biggest thing you've hunted?
The number of times I've been asked that. I suppose it was one of the rotworms out here. But it doesn't always have to be big to be dangerous.
you see the ruins come out of the ground?
I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard a lot about it.
there. You better not be a looter or a vagrant.
I'm an emissary from Don Esteban.
Is that so? I didn't think the Don's men went around alone. You tend to travel in packs. I'm Severin. This farm is under my command. Stay away from the buildings and don't question my people. Remember that, and we'll get along just fine.
Good to know. Are there many ruins round here?
2 of them have risen here. Both have been investigated by my men, and we took what we could out of them. A good man perished, though, in the upper ruins. Lethal place. Don't go near it.
Did you manage to get any artifacts from the ruins?
We're going to send the crates up to the monastery. We're finished with the ruins here. I'm not risking any more men for a couple of goblets. Besides, I need men here to guard what we found. As long as those thieving gnomes are wandering around. But if you want to take a look at the ruins...
What problems are the gnomes causing you?
Those little runts would take the armor off your back while you slept. Have you ever seen how they dress? Pockets all over their coats, stuffed full with anything of value. They live to loot. This farm serves as an intermediate camp where we collect everything we've turned up in excavations and in searching the ruins. The Inquisitor would have my hide if I let the gnomes steal what we have gathered here.
Can I help you with these gnomes?
I'm willing to take any help I can get. If you get rid of them...
All right. I'll deal with the gnomes for you.
That's what I like to hear. But keep an eye on your pockets or they'll...
Did it. me. Looks good.
Hey, you supposed to be here. Gotta watch yourself around here if you're not authorized.
Your goods are on the expensive side.
Quality costs. And these are tough times, my friend.
You guarding this place?
The buildings, yeah. We keep supplies here and a lot of stuff from the ruins. I also do a little, trading. I'll get you anything you need for a little gold. It's a win-win situation. I'm sure we can help each other out. I mean, we're friends now, aren't we?
Let's trade.
What's got into you?
Wasn't it? Better start again. Yes. You should have fewer problems now. I've dealt with those gnomes.
That's one less problem to worry about. You have my thanks. See Reuben about a reward.
God, will you look at the size of that thing?
What? Where? I don't see anything. Have you overdone the smokes?
What are you doing out here?
Watching the road for creatures, and probably providing a free meal for any hungry beasties that come wandering by.
Why don't you just run for it?
Once you've listened to those noises in the shadows, you'll be glad of a secure place to sleep. It's no fun in there, but it's no fun out here either. Even if I did make it back to Harbour Town, the Inquisition would just bring me right back here again. Not many places to hide on an island. I don't really have a lot of options.
What creatures?
Well, all manner of things came out of the ground with those ruins. Think of your worst nightmare, then double it. That's them.
I don't see any creatures.
Oh, they're smart. Smart and vicious. I hear them shuffling around in the shadows, waiting. I just hope those beasts stay in the shadows.
This smells good.
Ah, another willing recruit to go into the Inquisition's service.
I'm here to speak to the Inquisitor.
Of course you are. And why should Inquisitor Mendoza, the leader of the Order of the Holy Flame, want to talk to a nobody like you?
I have a message from Don Esteban.
That's what you say. Maybe you're here to kill the Inquisitor.
Do you really think a nobody like me could kill the Inquisitor?
I think a nobody like you could be stupid enough to try. You'd better be from the Don, or the Inquisitor will introduce you to the Holy Flame. And I mean, introduce you to it really close up.
Another recruit. The guards brought you here because you transgressed the law. Am I correct?
No. I have a message from Don Esteban.
Then I shall take it to the Inquisitor.
I must talk to him myself.
I see. During your time here, you may move freely around the monastery. This is a privilege. Please do not abuse it. Inquisitor Mendoza is in the Holy Hall.
Where is the Holy Hall?
I shall provide a map.
When I wish to. How do I leave?
You do not leave. At least not yet.
You cannot keep me here.
Take your message to Mendoza. That is why you entered here, is it not? Do that, then we shall discuss whether you may leave.
That wasn't it. That didn't do it. Did it? Interesting. There's something here about magic. That wasn't it. Yes.
What reason do you have for staring at me?
Look, another recruit, right? Me too. Tucker, recruit of the Inquisition. What a joke. The same people who chained me up now expect me to fight for them?
You don't think we should fight?
Against who? For what? If they're pulling us in for service, then the shit has really hit the fan.
What do you think is going on?
I don't think even the Inquisitor knows that.
She was worth every penny.
We all have to deal with this shit.
This is right.
Hey, got a smoke?
You think if I did, I'd give one to you? I wouldn't give you the pox.
Does the Don know that you're up here? This isn't the place for you.
Did you come from the swamp? Then you must know my brother Beppo?
Oh, yes. I know Beppo.
Don't let him get to you. He's always been like that.
Your mother, Tilda, has been asking for you.
My mother? I hope she's all right.
Yes. She's in Harbour Town.
Good. That's where she should be. Thanks for letting me know.
It's Helen.
You should get some
I mean,
training.
it's not that I don't believe you,
What are you... How did you get in here?
Big hole in the wall. They call it a door.
You're not a recruit.
Neither are you by the look of it.
I am the cook.
Hey, found any gold? I lost some around here.
Ha! Do you really think that'd still be here? Have you got any idea of the sort of people who pass by here?
Yep. What's on the menu, cook?
Your plate is staying empty.
Come on. I'm hungry.
Here, have an apple.
Casper.
Someone must know where they came. Did I hear right? You want to talk to the Inquisitor?
I have an important message for him.
What's it like outside? Are all the monsters gone?
No, it's crawling with them. Want to know what they do to people?
No, not really.
Now I'm here, can I leave the monastery?
Yes, from time to time.
So how...
Master Pallas opens the gate.
Who is Master Ignatius?
Look, I can understand, but like Master Pallas told me, so just relax.
Halt. Stranger.
I have a message for the Inquisitor from Don Esteban.
The Don, huh? That will get you in, but try stealing anything or causing trouble, and I'll feed you to the pigs. Are we clear?
Oh yeah, we're clear.
Word to the wise. Get cocky with the Inquisitor. They'll be...
I got it the first time.
Go and deliver your message.
Scroll preparation. The scroll maker prepares himself mentally, then places the ingredients, the blank roll of parchment, and the quill alongside the prepared rune table. Copy the rune. No, the rune table is... The rune table. The rune table is a powerful tool. Blah, blah, blah. Here's something. To prepare the rune table. There, that's it.
What is your business here?
Just looking around.
Curiosity is a virtue, but do not disturb the peaceful atmosphere of the monastery.
Well, what brings you here?
I'm here to talk to the Inquisitor. I speak on behalf of Don Esteban.
An envoy?
I am only empowered to speak to the Inquisitor.
Of course.
Too risky.
Here to find out about the main gate. I need to know when it will be opened. I heard you're in charge of it.
Plain speech is useful.
I think he should have put up more of a fight.
Someone needs it.
From the smell of it, you are from the swamp. What does an outlaw want here?
I bring a message from Don Esteban.
Why does he not come himself?
I stand here as if I was the Don.
Defiance, ignorance, and hollow talk. But I will hear you. Tell me the Don's message.
Simply this. The fighting has to stop.
Is Esteban afraid or weary?
The creatures from the temples don't care what side we're on. They attack everyone. They are the real threat. We should work together to solve our problems.
These creatures are a distraction.
If there is a worse threat, do you really want to face it while still fighting these creatures and the Don? You need fewer enemies.
That can come with peace, or with their destruction.
Conflict weakens your forces, as it does ours.
So does having a cancer eating away at us.
Then we shall fight on. This threat will grow, your forces weaken, and we all lose.
Now the Don realizes that.
Then tell me what we face so the Don can understand.
Isn't that obvious? These storms, these temples, the very future of humanity is threatened.
You need to tell me more about what's going on.
The gods have left the world. Humanity was supposed to be free. Instead, these storms are sweeping us from the face of the land. These creatures are killing our people. But let's see if your actions and words match. I will offer you a task. Carry that out, and I shall take it as a sign that...
Why did the gods leave the world?
A mage who wanted to free humanity drove them from this world. And what matters now is our survival.
Why is the Holy Flame important?
The flame is a source of magic. The island is protected by its power.
Protected?
They are not our prime concern.
You keep talking of a worse threat. What is this threat you fear?
The Dark crossing the seas. I have witnessed the destruction. They are everywhere.
What are the Titans?
Will you follow me and learn?
How can we stop this destruction?
As long as the flame burns, this island is safe. And that gives us time. Time to discover why the Titans do not come here.
Yes.
Good. This world, all the lands you know, were once the domain of the Titans, old beings that shaped this world. They are raw forces of nature that were tamed by the deities you grew up knowing. The gods that enslaved humanity. It was man's duty to drive away those gods, to loose our chains, but in that action, the Titans have also been freed. They seek to take this world from humanity. Human Titan. We can talk later. I have fought the Titans, on land and sea. But their magic is old, their bodies incorporeal. We will win this battle only once we know how to use the flame. But for that, we must fathom its mysteries. Come, we must go.